Would you expose the truth? Present, past, and future. They all coexist simultaneously, yet we are confined to a single point in time, the present.
Target confirmed!
But what if I told you that was a lie?
SWAT, move in, now!
Mikasa, they found us.
What? But how? No, it's impossible. We should have been invisible on every existing tracking system. They shouldn't have been able to find us.
That doesn't matter anymore. We need to do the time leap now.
But John, we still don't know if this would work. We've only just completed the machine's algorithm. We still need to test it. How can we know if...
Titor, I know you're listening, mate. I know you got me on those comms. We know you built an illegal time machine. You do understand the repercussions of an illegal time jump, right? So you know we can't let you use it.
Yeah,
Titor.
but I'm going to do it anyway, pal.
Titor. Shit! Move it now!
Well, that's pretty badass ending, right?
John, don't do this. I can't make it alone.
Mikasa, we can't go together. But if I can buy you some
But
time...
what if it doesn't work?
Just remember why we built the machine in the first place. To change our present. To change our past. I'm sure it will work. You will go back. Catch you another time.
Present, past, and future. They all coexist simultaneously, yet we are confined to a single point in time, the present. The past remaining untouchable, and the future unknowable. But what if I told you that was a lie? What if I told you there was a way to break through this chain and journey through time, but it was held a secret? And those who held this secret could control our future. What would you do? Would you stay and accept this? Or would you sacrifice everything and lose what you have now? This is the story of the path I chose. Would you expose the truth?
vegan club, and that means all the food that we cook and we serve is vegan. That's to our players, our fans, our staff, everybody. It doesn't mean that we dictate to our players what they eat when they're at home, or our fans, but when they come here we put on some great food for them and we say, come on, give it a go. And it's going down really well. A little bit shocking at the start for some fans, the idea that they come to a football game and couldn't get a meat pie or something. But we said, come and try something different, and they did, and they love it. And a whole bunch of our fans have gone vegetarian and vegan off the back of it, and a bunch of our players as well.
I think Forest Green are getting a lot of good press around the country, considering we're only a League Two club. A lot of people know what our club stands for. I think it's having a positive impact, the veganism, on everyone at the club. I think a lot more people are buying into it. Everyone knows that Forest Green is first and foremost a football club, and it's doing well. It's obviously come into the Football League and it's hold its own, and I think they go hand in hand, and I think it's working really well. Hopefully other clubs do buy into it, even if it's just a little bit. It should help the environment, and hopefully that's the way it will be going.
A few years ago, you had to travel to Swindon, Bristol clubs, whatever, to watch league football. And now, it's on the doorstep for us. It's fantastic, unbelievable.
The whole backstory is that the club was in trouble, and we started by just trying to help out, and then eventually had to take responsibility for the whole thing. So once we reached that point, we said, well, do you know what? We have to bring our eco work into the club and the world of football, but let's make something good of it, because we're definitely not going to be preaching to the choir.
We enjoy the football and we believe in sustainability. Got to save the environment, and the football is a good mechanism for spreading the message, so it's very worthwhile.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I love it. Yeah.
I like the chip stuff, yeah.
No, I think if you go up into the main suite upstairs, chocolate block,
Yeah, it is every match, isn't it?
Every match,
yeah.
it's the same. It's got a tremendous following around the world now.
Yeah.
The thing with veganism is on every level: health, ecology, compassion. On every possible level, it makes sense. And for me, I consider not just my physical well-being, my mental, my spiritual well-being is all part of it. And that's where veganism triumphs. This is my second season here, and it's a great club. Great ethos. I believe it's going places. The wonderful thing is it's putting veganism on the map.
We don't want to be eating meat all the time. I mean, I think at football stadiums in the past there's been no choice. It's just burger, hot dog. This is better as well. It tastes better. So I think it's probably, there's not much meat in a burger at a football ground anyway. So narrow-minded, isn't it? You're always going to come up against that. That opposition is, unfortunately, in life. There's the ones that don't want to never do anything different, always have egg and chips on a Monday,
Stick your veggie burgers up your ass like us!
You need to tell the stadium they need me. You need to tell the stadium. You need to tell the stadium they need me.
You can shove your liver coffee up your ass! You can shove your liver coffee up your...
Yeah, I think fundamentally I'm an environmentalist. I think business is used as an excuse for being bad to people or bad to the environment. People just shrug and say, oh, it's just business, I think all of that is completely wrong. So I'm an environmentalist first, and what I'm trying to do is literally change the world. So what we try to do is adopt the best aspects of business and harness that to bring an outcome. Our outcome is not money, our outcome is something else.
I don't think the players have a problem. They want energy, carbohydrate. They enjoy the food. They seem quite happy to. I mean, they're not all full-time vegans. Ruben Reid's become a vegan, I believe, and a lot of the players.
You can eat healthily.
Going that way, yeah.
As a vegan, so it shouldn't do any harm.
Myself, since I've joined, I've become vegan, and I feel like it's helped me a lot with recovering in time for games. I feel like I'm a lot more fresher in the mornings, and I can only speak for myself, but I feel like it's helped me.
A vegan diet in particular helps them avoid soft tissue injury. Several of our players have done it, and a whole bunch of our fans, which I think is brilliant, because what we're trying to do here is give people information. And we say to people that the stuff we do here, you can do at home. Obviously one of the big things is change your diet. And that's what we're all about, a football game and information about how people need to change their lives to be more sustainable. We've got to talk to people like these people, you know, the away fans here from Lincoln, and say, guys, you know, we all need to change how we live.
We know it's a big game, so I think we'll go into it positive.
It's like every game, really. You want to win. Obviously, they're top of the league. I think we did really well up at their place. We were a bit unlucky to lose. Again, it's going to be a tough game. It's one we're looking forward to.
There are some people that obviously that don't like that side of it, and I think there's probably some people you'll never convince. But
it's 90 minutes of football. If you can't avoid meat for 90 minutes, then something's not quite right.
I think people have been really surprised that a football club could take such a stand as we have. And I think food is a really kind of contentious issue and perhaps the area where it seems most improbable that we've been able to do what we've done or even been willing to try and meet with success. So I think the great interest in Forest Green is that improbability of a football club that's embraced the environment, and that is what's propelled us. You know, we reached 3.5 billion people around the world last year with our message, and that's just incredible. But I love it. You know, we've created something very new, a different kind of football club, and we are creating a different kind of football fan.
Ceci n'est pas un film. C'est une tentative de faire un film en pas plus de 2000 mots. Qu'est-ce que la plupart des histoires ont en commun ? La tragédie. La tragédie crée une bonne histoire. Mais qu'est-ce qui fait un bon film ? Les mots ? Condamné à une vie de 2000 mots, vous allez suivre deux personnages parce que c'est plus qu'on puisse en supporter maintenant. Vous n'avez rien à faire. C'est le meilleur personnage. Le personnage le plus fait marre. L'audience.
stay? I'm hungry.
Let's get something to eat then.
我也不知道啊！我靠，我现在只想搞清楚这个箱子里有什么。
你打开来看看。
看看，就这个呀。
这是个剧本。
而且名字叫2000字，我觉得怎么听都像是个烂片，我操！
这绝对是个烂片。
绝对是个烂片。
开。
Don't look at me like that. It's your choice being here, not mine. I'm trying to talk to you. How do you communicate anyone with words? I mean, you can hear everything I have to say, but I can't hear anything from you. See, even if you tried, you'd just be talking to yourself. It's very selfish. Also, it's not fair. Why do we have so much to say, yet only live a life of 2,000 words? Should I choose my words more carefully, or should I just throw them away to get it over with sooner?
Fucking going.
Notre monde est encore plus fragile que le vôtre. Notre connaissance est limitée à ce petit cadre. Le sang et la neige des contrastes de couleurs magnifiques, mais un chien ne verra rien. Naissance, mort, guerre, célibat, repos, éternité, ces mots ne retiennent aucune connotation ensemble. Mais seuls,
It's your birthday tomorrow.
No, it's not. What if people died on their birthdays?
That would be nice. That way you could celebrate a life's full circle in one special day.
How many words do we have left?
1,127. But who's counting? Let me tell you how I'm feeling.
Show me with colors.
Are colors like emotions? Can I smell them without ever knowing? Does an orange smell like the color orange?
Anarchie. Aristote. Un tout est ce qui a un commencement, un milieu et une fin. Ce dont ce conte a besoin est de plus de structure. Tout devrait avoir une fin claire, ou tout du moins une fin. Que ce soit chaotique ou douce résolution.
We don't have any salt.
I know.
What a lousy meal.
What's that?
to do will change my outcome. Who? Her? Our relationship is not mindful. No, it is physical. No, it's simply cinematic. This?
It's their script. Look! That's my line.
That's horrible. It's only the 5th draft. Is this what we're doomed to be? I'm going to skip to the end.
No, don't.
Why not?
Because it can't be good.
Why would you do that?
Because I didn't want to ruin the surprise.
We only have 2,000 words to live.
Fuck it, you're right.
Wake up. Hey, wake up.
What? Is the movie over?
No, I'm still here.
What?
Yeah, something doesn't seem right.
Of course nothing's right. The whole script is rotten.
I saw you in my dream last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were walking down a really dark place and I was really scared, so I tried to hold your hand. I reached for your left hand with my right hand, but for some reason your left hand was also a right hand, so it didn't fit. You said you wanted me to fuck you after you die.
You should have a dream.
Ugh, that's not milk. It's snow.
You little shits. You killed my dog.
We're going to leave now.
I bet you'll shoot me.
Is he dead?
Sure.
Why didn't you run away? You still had time. You could have made it.
I couldn't run. There's no other place I could go.
Well, I guess this is it. It's funny how a lifetime can mean so many different things. I wish I could have lived a lifetime, But that's what they all say, isn't it?
Donc notre terrible con nous a finalement amenés ici. Est-ce que c'était une bonne histoire? Qui sait? Est-ce que c'était un bon film? Je suppose qu'on ne saura jamais vraiment à la fin.
This is Belfast, and it's where I'm from, if you haven't already guessed. And in comparison to pretty much the rest of the world, it's a very small place, but it comes with a rich history. It's home to a territorial war that's been going on for hundreds of years. And in layman's terms, you're either a Republican and want a united Ireland, or a nationalist that wants to stay a part of the UK. Or maybe you're just somewhere in the middle and don't really care. Regardless, it's pretty hard to miss the big political elephant in the room. It's tricky because there are people out there that don't want to listen, or don't want to have to listen to it again. And there are people out there who know absolutely nothing about it. You could ask me, it's not happening now, so why are you talking about it? Or do I have the right to talk about it? I didn't experience it at its peak. I was born in 1997, a year after the Good Friday Peace Agreement, where it was all supposed to calm down and let the past be the past, letting the new generation come out and flourish. But the past is the past until it stays in the present. And Belfast as a city, regardless of how peaceful it is, will never let go of their past. But forgetting our strong political messages for a minute, we've still grown to let others express theirs.
Al-Bashir to ICC! Al-Bashir to ICC! Stop killing Sudanese! Stop killing Sudanese!
We still have peace walls though, over 100 of them. built around the city to segregate us, Catholics and Protestants. It's funny because they're bigger now than they were back then. 3 layers of prevention: brick, iron, mesh, all built for full effect. The walls are meant to be knocked down by 2023, but with Northern Ireland or the north of Ireland not having a government for over 2 years, the longest in history, nobody's really sure how that'll pan out. Now, I'm not preaching or saying we're worse off than others. In fact, in our better years, we've become quite the tourist attraction and gentrified rapidly. We've got many famous faces and a pretty nice wee country. We've done well from where we were. But how can the man in the ivory tower, or woman in this case, expect a country with its feet on the ground, trapped within its own city walls, to progress without a governmental chance? Is this meant to be the new generation's chance to move forward? Is this meant to be our chance to move forward?
We're about to head off to Richard Howell's Children's Hospice in London to shoot our documentary. We're going to be spending 2 days there today, which is Thursday, and then again on Saturday.
Cameras rolling. Action.
Can I ask you what we're filming at the moment?
Oh, we're filming a 70s movie called Sunflower City. As you can see, everyone's in their costumes. That's it, really.
Okay. Is this your film?
Yeah, this is my film, yeah.
Where did you come up with the idea?
Basically, I've watched a lot of 70s movies, and I wanted to just kind of put that onto the screen here. So it should be very interesting to see how it comes out. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the movies, but we'll see.
How are we looking, director? Are we acting today as well?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe.
So my title is Family Support Service Manager. So I manage the family support team, and I'm also their psychologist, so I do pre and post bereavement counselling here. So we have monthly themes, so this will go on for the month that we're in currently, and then the next month will be another theme. Yeah. And so we centre our in-house activities together. So the next month we'll do activities centred around that theme of the month.
Is this something that happens often here, or is this one of your favourite things to do here? Or?
Well, during the holidays we have things like activity days. Like today we have woodland activity day.
Yeah.
We have seasonal activities, so which has the themes of the month, and we do activities based on that theme. So pre-August we had beach themed activities. In December we had a winter disco.
Oh wow, okay. So it just varies all year, does it?
Yeah, it depends on. And they're usually quite seasonal.
You don't mind?
Use your teeth. I'm just kidding.
That would work.
If you look at hospitals, it's very centred around acute support, so symptom management, pain control, and we do some symptom management, but it's about living. That's what we're about. So it's about having a break. It's about families getting a break, just kind of living for the moment and making and creative, positive memories.
Can I have your name, please?
Murad. My name's Murad Sheikh.
Nice to meet you. What were the reasons for you joining the film club here?
To be honest, the reason I joined film club was because I'm normally at home on my iPad and just computer, television, watching wrestling, and playing Xbox, couple of games. But when I found out about film club, I said, I might as well join film club because I like making films. But I always like singing and dancing. I performed with a couple of Pakistani artists as well. Danced with them on stage, Wembley Arena.
So is singing what you want to go into in the future, or is there another?
Singing and politics. But singing is my main passion. If you're singing, you're having fun. When I sing, it makes me happy. You don't seem to know I love you, baby. I can love you more than anybody else, I mean. Oh, I can love you more than anybody else, I mean. यानी के सानू तेरे नाल प्यार हो गया साडा दिल बेकरार हो गया.
Hey! Thanks very much. Very good. That was lovely, thank you.
are you going to be happier there? He'll have to move his camera here and set it up again, won't he? Because you've got it all wrong. He had it all set up for you in the pram. This is my granddaughter, Hope. I'm her granddad. My name's John. She's been with me for about 2.5 years under a special guardianship order. She's a happy-go-lucky child. Very, very happy. Yeah, very cheeky. She likes to play to the gallery. She's got a rare metabolic condition called GA1. The official name is glutaric aciduria type 1. It's a protein deficiency. She can't tolerate proteins in food like normal children. They found it when she was about three days old at the hill prick. The problem is she'd already had a metabolic crisis prior to that. So she's got brain damage and she can't walk or talk. It's a difficult situation for me because I'm coming up to getting onto retirement age. I'm 60 this year, so I should be thinking in the next year or so, putting my feet up, doing a bit of fishing, whatever. This situation has happened and she's been placed with us under a special guardianship order till she's 18. She's 3 at the moment. So I'm looking until I'm at least 74, I'll be looking after her. I still think in a couple of years' time we'll be having races in our wheelchairs. It was suggested we get in touch with Richard House for respite, but the person that told me said, "Have you tried Richard House Hospice?" And like everybody else, my immediate reaction to a hospice was, "Oh no." You know, it's a one-way street sort of thing. You go in, you don't come out. Well, it's not the case. This hospice is a fantastic place because they don't just deal with the child, they deal with any siblings, but they deal with the family as well. They treat everybody with a lot of respect. So I know, in theory, you go in, you don't come out. And it's always been the mindset. But since I've come here, and I've been coming to this one, it's changed my perspective of a hospice. You know, yes, they do end-of-life care, and they are very good at that as well. We haven't experienced it, and hopefully, touch wood, we never do. But end of the day, they do look after the child, but they also look after the family as well. Because when we come here, we feel as if we've had a break, even though we're with her all the time. We still feel as if we've had a break.
Yeah, that's great. And everyone seems smiling.
Yeah.
Catch running. Good girl. I'd swap. She's going there.
I think so. Lilies? Are lilies blue? Lilies are blue? Pansies.
Part of the support we provide is post-bereavement support, which my team do, and families come back to us every year for a remembrance service. And one of the things that we encourage, or one of the things that we offer, is to have their child's name on a stone, and they can choose to take that home with them, or they can have that in the memory garden. And it's just a way, I think, of coming back and seeing something physical when your child isn't physically present in this world.
This is Richard House's memory garden, and anyone who dies in the residential unit here at the hospice gets their own stone. There are quite a lot of stones. My sister actually is in one of these.
Oh, really?
Not in one of these stones. Her name's engraved on one of these stones.
Oh, wow, okay. So
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, of course. So many.
There you go.
Oh, wow. How do you pronounce it?
Siobhan.
And if you don't mind my asking, how old was your sister?
When she died, she was 17. So, but slowly her health deteriorated because she had an illness.
Yeah. No, that's horrible.
Because as this is a hospice, this is where hospitals send children who are in their last.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm at home eating my 30 medicines a day, and but when I come here for a residential stay, they look after all the medicines. My mum gets a bit of a rest, and I get to have fun. They can take you outside, do a residential stay.
Yeah.
We once or twice went to cinema.
That's awesome. So it's just nice to kind of get away and to have that freedom. Yeah, I totally get that. And nice for the mum to have a.
Well, I think you have to agree that when you come here, you see that not all of the children are sitting down and crying. They're just children. So we give them an environment where they get to have fun, play with other children, and, forget about their problems for a second. There isn't just always being at home with their parents. And no matter how hard the parents try, it is hard work. So just giving them, the parents, that little free time also enables for the children to relax and take
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
You going to say thank you to the men? Good girl. You're going to blow them a big kiss. You're going to blow them a kiss? No. Right.
was on a journey to meet children in Moldova, the poorest country in Europe, and campaigning to become a part of the European Union, despite being repeatedly rejected because of their notorious orphanages. Can you tell us where we are?
We are in the orphanage in Straszeń, where I have been for 8 years.
Okay. We'll go as far as we can. How many kids were there here when you were here?
800.
800 children?
Yes.
And how many rooms are there?
15.
So there's 15 rooms for 800 children?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to the orphanage? Like your past?
Yes. We are 8 kids in a family. And my mom and my dad were beating each other. Most of my dad beating my mom. We didn't have nobody like to say something, please help us, please help our family. We had no food. We was like, we're in the forest, we don't have any food. What to do? Where is our mom? Where is our dad? I want to go somewhere. And I remember that my dad said to me to go in an orphanage, and I'll go. If you want me to put me there, I'll go.
Playing a game, and it's called the blind lady. So he's going to have his eyes covered, and then we'll spin him round, and then when he's dizzy, we have all to be quiet in the room, and he has to look for us, and find us. But we can make different noises like clap our hands, or for him to know when to come. Not all the kids here don't have parents. Some are orphans with no parents at all. But some of them, they have parents, it's just they don't have the amount of money, the amount of, the care. They can take care of them as well as, the teachers here can do it. When I was 7, my mom abandoned me and my sister. I imagined that the orphanage is like a hospital, something like that. And we went there, and there were so many kids outside playing. And the first thought is well, I'm going to have fun, so many kids here and stuff. But that's only the first day, because after that, you get to know everybody, and the teachers start to be mean to you, and they would beat us. If people would come, and give us presents, they would take our presents away. I would cry, and sometimes I had a little hope that I would grow up and go and try to find my mom. Everyone was telling me, she's dead. If she would have been alive, she would, let you know, at least she's alive. And when you get beaten, you just go to bed, and even that little hope and light that you had inside, it will, go away. So that year I tried to kill myself, not only once, a few times. And when everyone, at night would go to sleep or would go to bed, I couldn't sleep, and I would, stay in bed, but I would have these bad thoughts and, get up and go and try to do things harm myself, because I thought, there's no point in living, and there's no point, why am I here, you don't see why you're existing in the world. When you try to kill yourself and you don't succeed, you're like, I'm not even good to do this kind of thing.
This classroom remember me all the years that I was living here and learning here, and all the stuff that teacher told to us, we are nothing. And nobody loves us, nobody cares about us. I remember one time we had in this class a guy, and one time his parents came to visit him, and his father gave to our teacher
100 late to buy us ice cream. So that teacher didn't buy us ice cream. So we're like, where's our ice cream? And she started us.
The director of the orphanage refused to talk to us. Instead, she sent us through to the school psychologist.
Înțelegeți care e situația? Pentru guvernarea noastră actuală, la moment, cu școlile internat, după cum consideră ei, sunt foarte multe cheltuieli.
For our government, they think that there's too many expenses for an orphanage.
De atâta ei ar căuta niște alternative de a închide școlile internat și copiii ăștia de a-i plasa în alte genuri, adică în centre de plasament, în familii parentale, neinteresându-i cum au să simtă copiii ăștia acolo.
They don't care how the kids feel, and they look for these different opinions, for these different, like to put the kids in the family or to put them in an organization and to close the orphanage so they won't have so many expenses, but they do not care about how those kids feel.
A number of girls said that human trafficking is happening. How would you respond to these allegations?
Că până la urmă problema traficului de ființe umane este până la urmă o problemă economică, o problemă la nivel
The problem of human
trafficking
is a problem, an economic problem. It's not a problem. It's
adică nu e o problemă aparte pentru că îi paște pericolul numai pe copiii de la internat de a fi traficați.
Da.
Asta e situația
It's not only a problem
economic
that only the kids from the orphanage are being trafficked.
O să vii în toate clasele, domnul.
Do you think the children are happy here?
Dar puteți ieși să leacă afară? Ce minută. Vă rog.
So she just asked the children to go outside that she can discuss this.
Eu consider că nu
She was best friends with my teacher.
Yep.
And my teacher was really abusive and she would beat us like from time to time. Like Nicoleta said, there are little things that you don't even realize you do them. And you know, they would beat you and punch you or they'd, you know, punish you for it.
After Sylvia's allegations against the psychologist that had beat her, it became clear to me that these kids really had been abandoned by everyone. It was near the end of my trip. I wanted to go back into the city to meet with the Minister of Child Affairs for that county to find out the background of this problem.
Cu păreri de rău avem mulți copii rămași fără îngrijire părintească în legătură cu ori că părinții au plecat peste hotarele țării la un câștig sau copiii, părinții duc un mod de viață nu sănătos, mai fac abuz de alcool, nu sunt angajați în câmpul muncii și alte nevoi speciale. În legătură cu acei că nu sunt locuri de muncă, în legătură cu acei că, mai repet, au plecat peste hotare, pur și simplu suntem nevoiți cu păreri de rău să scoatem copiii din familie, adică să-i separăm de familia biologică.
On our way out of town, we came across Artyom, a little boy we had met earlier in the week.
Da, sunteți numai doi frați? Trei frați și gata, da? I asked him how old is him, and it's 11 years old, and all the family are on the street, like how he is now, and he has another brother. It's a little bit far away, and he said he doesn't like school. He needs some money, and I asked him what he was doing after this of money. Far away it's a market, and he go to buy some food for him, and he doesn't give money to his family, just for himself.
This is a hat for you.
El asta îl pune bine. Tu să ai. Gata, așa. Și mai gine scoală și du-te. Du-te și mănâncă. Bine? Hai. Mulțumesc. Hai.
can stop that now.
I'm allergic. You know that.
Yes, Peter, we know. Georgia?
Can't do it.
Why?
I have a history with chickens.
I won't ask. Julie, you're just gonna have to swap with me.
But Mark...
I will let go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Stop filming! Cut! Cut! Stop filming!
I suppose you're wondering, why Satanism? Well, why not? This is where it all started. Found this baby at a car boot sale. The guy that sold it to me, his eyes were completely white, proper spooky looking. He had a lot of other cool stuff too. Reverse crosses, shrunken heads. He had this section of coloured contact lenses. I suppose he probably needed those, what with his eyes being so...
I have something pretty special planned for tonight. We have a film crew here, so I don't want any more fuck-ups.
I'm Peter.
Yes, Peter.
I'm a Satanist. Is that the right term? Okay. I joined because of personal reasons. Haven't really got what I'm looking for yet, but I remain optimistic.
Lucifer, I call upon your power. From the fiery depths far below, funnel your power.
Yes, we meet in a church. Mark's idea. Bit of a middle finger to the big guy. But the priest thinks that we meet to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I cast Fireball. A ball of holy flame consumes the Satanic cultists.
I'm here because of a misunderstanding. I thought the flyer was advertising a heavy metal band. I struggle talking to people. But hopefully I'll be able to make a friend soon.
Tonight, we shall perform a ritual with the blood of a virgin.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, who's this?
You all remember the application form I had you fill out? On that form was a tick box labelled Virgin. But unfortunately, none of you ticked it. Luckily for us, Jack here has offered us the use of his blood. Now, someone show him where to get changed.
I'll do it.
Why did I join? Well, I've been looking for a bad boy, but it didn't work out so well. They're a nice group of people, though. Not that it matters. I mean, I've got so much going on. I barely have time for this stupid society.
I think she likes heavy metal.
It does not take this long to get changed.
What is it? truly a whore.
Oh, here they are. Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
More than you ever will, Mark, you miserable twat.
But this ritual is still going ahead. You harpy.
No, please, we can talk about this. Please, just let go of me.
Get that thing away from me. None of you film fucks try anything. Well, not too far. You still need to hear me.
I'm not a virgin.
Oh, please. Hold still.
I'm just gonna get out of here. You coming, Julie?
Stop fighting! I'm sorry. I'm an idiot and a failure and I messed up. But isn't that why we're all here in the first place?
All right. Bye, guys.
One time. I just wanted to get something right one time. Oh, fuck it!
I don't need any of you. You'll see. In this arid wasteland of steel and stone, I raise up my voice that you may hear. To the east and to the west I beckon. To the north and to the south I show a sign proclaiming death to the weakling, wealth to the strong.
Nothing's going to happen, Mark.
Devils that claw up from far below, evil that works to create this show. I beseech you, grant the most worthy of us your powers.
It happened. Something actually happened. Did anyone see what happened?
Hear me, creature of the dark. I have summoned you, and you will obey me!
Or we can talk it over first.
Jesus Christ!
How did you do that?
All she needed was a friend.
Shall we get out of here?
Yes.